Excellent. I'll start the event here. I've posted a meetup, so everybody knows that as well. Now the people are coming in. Now that I've started the event. Ooh, clappy clap.
And I think I've switched the right microphone on so that when I speak, I can be heard in Discord and on the YouTubes. Who knows? It's fun, this, isn't it? Luckily, I don't need to say anything, so I'm going to be quiet now.
I can't check because we're 18 seconds behind.
I know. Anyway, welcome everyone. Ooh. Not sure where that noise came from. Oh well.
Nope.
Right, over to you, Seb, I reckon.
Oh, all right. Me and Jacob. A lot of Jacob, I hope. Because I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let me share a screen. Screen 1. Better text readability. Do not share system audio. Very good. Okay. Microsoft Copilot. How to write a property editor for Bellissima. Let's see what it says. That's not going to work, is it? Wow, it does know what it is. I need to choose my technology stack. Okay. Yeah, even Jacob is featuring in this, so I think we're on the right track. Jacob, if you can unmute, then we can actually hear what you're saying.
Yeah, wow. Looks like it's a grab of our docs.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. So last time on UmbraCollab.
Where did we get to?
Yes, exactly. We got. I don't know what this is. Let's just close all tabs. There we go. We got to making a package JSON with a source that is quite empty. We've got an input. What is it? A text box.
Yes.
To render as our property editor. Let's check the back office to see that it's still there. I have since upgraded to beta 2, so we're on the latest-ish of Bellissima.
Yeah, that's the latest. That is the latest.
I didn't dare go on a nightly. We got to having GMaps is cool here, and I think we have a little. We have a configuration here as well, which doesn't make sense for a Google Maps editor, but we'll get there in a minute. So that's what we have. We have a property editor UI element with some HTML, and you can't remember what this is for. Oh, when the value changes, we actually give it a value and so that it saves. So let's check that as well. Did we do this properly? Test. Just.
No validation or anything.
No validation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
All good. That still works. That's perfect.
So the idea is you go to map.google.com and you right-click, get some coordinates, and you put that in there, and then that's it, right?
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
Please a little bit more than that. Yeah, okay. I think the biggest problem is going to be now how do we render our map and make it work with a pickable thing. This my vanilla thing doesn't need to exist, does it? I can just delete this.
No, it doesn't look like anything.
Let's see.
No.
Delete. Let's see what happens. I should also run the watcher on this one.
Good idea.
And I will split these two so we can see both running. And
that didn't change much, hopefully.
Nope, perfect. I just wanted it to be clean so we know what we're working on. I haven't done anything to the website except for make a doc type. So let's. Nope, this is the compiled output.
That's the
compiled.
Need
to see this. We need to see this. Okay. So obviously the UUI library has a maps element, so we can just do that, right?
For sure.
UUI
yeah.
Map.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Unfortunately, not. We're going to have to make that. Actually, I'm not sure if there are some libraries out there we could use
Yeah, I don't know.
for GMaps.
Oh,
But
Google
just
Maps.
one thing I noticed though
Oh.
is we have this ugly magic string in the onChange method. On input method, there's like you do the new
this
question event stuff
Yep.
here. We talked about that last time as well. We actually have a class for that now.
Yes.
And we did last time as well. I just didn't know what it was called.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's called UMB property value change event. So if you, instead of the new custom event, you do a new UMB. No, instead of the custom event, just get rid of that. Yeah, then UMB property value change event. I don't know if you have intelligence for that.
Yeah, sort of.
Change in, not in past tense, but in
Property
you're going
value
to, and it doesn't take in any parameters. You just do that.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like it doesn't know where this is coming from.
Yeah. Do you have like intelligence for that, or
No.
auto import or anything? No.
No.
Well, it comes from the property editor package, which you also don't have imported. Not that it matters, but
property editor. What? Package?
No, like the path is called UmbraCoCMS /backoffice /property -editor.
Property.
I think, but thought it doesn't show up for you though. Yeah,
No.
and then it's called the same. You need to import. You're importing the class from that. So just copy over the name UMB property value change event, then the import statement.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
There you go.
Got it.
Oh, okay. Now it knows it. Okay.
Now it understands what is going on. Or does it? So if I click into it, it doesn't really know. It's just pretending. We just gave it the right string.
Do you have the npm package installed? Yeah, looks like you do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see if it works.
Did you also install it from myget? We saw a few people with that problem. Like they default it back to npm.js and then you have two log files. Just get rid of that one.
Yeah, this one is not needed.
I think if you were to dive into your package log file, you would find it being installed from npm and not from myget. But
I just noticed something cool in Writer here, and that is I can actually go and run this script from the inline.
Cool. And you can also find them up in the right-hand corner in the executable. Well, you actually do get something from myget. Maybe you did install it from the right one. Okay.
And then
I don't know then.
No, I did. So I updated all this because I was indeed getting it from a different source.
Okay.
The nightlies instead of weeklies. So
this will obviously only be a problem for the beta since we're releasing on myget, and npm is sort of like, well, if it can't find it, if you don't provide a registry path, it just automatically look in npm, which sort of makes sense. But also, if you think you have like the right version, then it goes to npm and goes like, okay, but there's a similar named version, and it'll just pick that instead, rather than fail. So it's hard to tell. There is a trick you can put in an npm rc file and just tell it everything scope with Umbraco should come from myget. Or you can provide the registry path every install command. But eventually it'll be on npm.js itself, and we won't have that problem.
Beta fun. But we should see.
Beta fun,
we should be able to check this just by seeing if it saves.
Yeah, if you change the value.
The value, exactly. So.
Did you remove the value before since it's empty? Oh, okay.
So. Yeah, it's still there and empty.
Great.
Still there.
No more magic
still
strings.
Empty. No more magic strings. Except for hit this one.
Yeah, but that's on you. I mean, you get to decide what your element is called.
Yeah.
We don't care about that.
No, actually.
That means you can spin it up wherever you want in the browser.
Yeah.
I mean, we spin it up for you on property editors, but if you wanted to put it somewhere else on the page, you could just refer to its element name and it'll just show up.
Actually, I want to rename this one to GMaps editor UI element. Was that what it was called? Something UI element? Or UI
Yeah,
editor,
the
sorry.
convention is to call it property editor UI. But yeah.
Okay. So GMaps editor, property editor
You
UI.
do GMaps property editor UI element. Like that, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Super. Did I change?
And you can do that in the
then this one.
the element name as well. GMaps. There you go.
Oh.
You already have that. Yep. That's perfect.
That's
no
fine.
element. Yeah.
Super. Nice. Now that makes more sense, except for this one needs to be... Okay, why do we need this one and that one to be there?
That one is for IntelliSense in your editor.
Oh, okay.
So like you are declaring a new element.
Yep. Super.
I know that in some of our published source code, or at least in what we're trying to do with some of the DXP projects, is to have a variable at the top of the file containing that string, so you only have it once per file. And then you can use it.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think I need to restart something because it doesn't recognize my name change. So I'll just restart everything.
Did you change it in your Umbraco package file as well?
Oh, good point.
I mean, last time we kind of ended in we had an issue there where it wouldn't load the element, I think. It's in your public folder.
Oh.
Public? No, public. Yeah, there you go. Do you have it there? No, you don't. Okay. So
no.
it should work unless you rename the file.
No, file is the same. Our.Gmaps.
Yeah, I mean that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the output file. It needs to match the output file. So
I'm not sure.
I just restarted now.
An H1 in here, and now it says
the files they don't have a cache bus.
Good point.
Disable cache.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, okay.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Cool.
This one.
Yeah, I mean you could choose to output with cache bus names instead, but then you can't reference it from your Umbraco package, so you would then probably output an index.js file instead, which then imports the other files, so we can then put on its cat buster on those files.
Okay.
So you could, I mean, if you had more property editors than one, you would do that anyway.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Let's see what we get to, right?
All good. It's renamed. Everything works, so we're happy. For me, I was looking into how the other maps thing was rendered, and I came into this 500 lines of of code.
That's
the old version. Yeah. And they also have a snazzy version, which is a little bit
what's the
shorter.
difference?
I am not sure what snazzy
Google
is.
Maps and snazzy maps.
Is that just a different type of maps editor?
But it's still Google Maps, or
no, Warren just
or
posted
is it something else?
Web components in the Maps JavaScript API preview. Okay.
Okay,
that
so they support it out of the box.
Can I add a marker by clicking on it? That's the question.
You can probably configure it.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, that would be cool to use this.
Yeah, definitely.
Just need some help on how to use this. Because this is not just going to do anything if I just paste this in somewhere.
Yeah, I think if you do the sample thing there, you
can. This one?
Right on. Yeah, or what?
Oh, I see.
You have a little more there.
So I need to do this script with a key. I have a key. So
yes, that's our key.
Yeah.
You need to put in there. Yeah. And then they just do the tmp-map, it looks like.
Yeah.
So,
and does it install anything? Or, well, let's see. Let's do this one. And where do I put it?
Well, where do we need to show the map, first of all? We need to show it in the UI here, but do
Yep.
we also need to show it in the configuration of the editor?
I think the previous version did have that, but let's start with showing it
Well,
in
let's start.
the property editor.
Let's start here. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm a little bit unsure. It depends how they are releasing this JavaScript file.
Yeah.
I mean, if they happen to have an ES module in there, you can just pretty much import the path in the file, like do import and then the whole path.
Oh, okay.
Just in the top of the file.
Let's see.
So you're already in an ES
data as
module
well.
yourself. So if you do that, it could work. And I mean, essentially, it's just you just import, not
GMaps.
No, just in quotes. Yeah.
No. Oh, I am messing it up here. Yes, possibly.
Possibly, if they are just registering an element.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you need your own key.
Yeah. I have one.
And you probably need to tell that key that you want to load from localhost.
Oh, I don't know. I just got a key.
Okay.
Let's see if it works.
Let's see. I mean, if
they wanted me to do something like this.
Something like that, yeah.
Let's see.
Just try. I mean,
Nothing much.
Did it update yet?
There we go.
What do we have? Init map is not a function. So it seems to be.
That is coming from. No.
It seems to be looking for. I mean, they had an init.
Callback.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's the callback. Okay, so it's
there must be something.
What do they call it? It's a JSON P thing there.
Oh, here we have init. Okay.
Yeah, but that needs to be a global function.
Okay.
And we can't do that.
No.
So
do we need a callback?
Doesn't look like a. I'm not sure. No, I mean it's just so to let you know that it's done, really. But right. I mean, we have tricks for that as well. We can go a little further into, but mainly just to see if it works, you would just do something like that. But I mean, that's like the old school version of checking if a script from another origin has loaded, right? You would put in a callback. So we used to do that as well for JSON P. So like JSON coming off another source, you would then map that back into a callback function which needed to be global. But with ES modules, we can just do a dynamic import statement and then await that essentially. But it still comes down to like, how are they building this? We can't see from the URL, but you actually have a shadow root beneath your UMP map component here, which means that it initialized. So that's
exactly.
That's the way to see. Yeah. So if you're ever in doubt if a component is actually registered in browser, it's probably registered.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but not all of them have shadow roots, so it's not 100% sure. But if you see that, it's definitely registered.
Yeah.
So the question is now, is it being hidden or something? It needs probably a bit of styling, right? Or
so compute says it should be there, and it should.
It doesn't have a height, does it?
Oh.
So try and give it a height. I don't know how it works.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, cool.
It's close enough.
So we just need to define some constraints for it. Like if you just gave it a style tag and then gave it like, I don't know, 200 pixels width and height.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, that was suggesting something for me. How do I complete it?
Tab.
Because I tried tab. Oh, yeah, okay. Funny, it suggested 400, but it wrote 300, but fine.
I don't know.
AI, it's just weird. Yeah. Lovely. Okay.
Right, well, we get a map, right?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Now, how do we make something with a marker on it? There's a GMap events marker.
Yeah, so that's putting a marker on it, right? You're saying you want to show a marker there.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Warren found some more stuff here.
It looks like you can. There are some events for listening on clicks on the map. For applications that bundle their code. Okay, so we can install it through NPM as well. That would probably we need to do since. Yeah, but that's that's you install it, right? And because we have a bundler, we could have done that instead.
Yeah. Okay. We can update it in a minute. To do that as well. So to put a marker, we can put a marker element on it. That's fine. But how do we? Was that something? I can't read the whole code, Warren. But if you want to speak, maybe. Was that for markers or was that just?
That was for markers. Yeah, that was a sample.
All right.
Yeah, I think this sample, it puts on some markers on the maps and then it iterates them and then adds an event listener to each of them. So like you could do something pan to it when you click on a marker.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to be able to set a new marker on the map here and then extract the coordinates. Really, you're looking at a React example?
I know. It's just I was hoping
that's
that
a JavaScript example right there.
Oh, was there? Oh, sorry, I didn't see.
It's okay. So you can search, you can show, you can plan routes, place building blocks. You probably want to find some events, really.
This is to get markers and make it panable.
Yeah, but you see that's just to pan to that marker, right? Yeah.
Let's see. Do they have anything about marker?
Draw on the map. That's something called draw.
Yeah. Where do you see that?
There's a menu on the lower left corner there.
Markers. I can see.
Okay. And
I'll go to advanced markers then.
Okay. But it's the same. That's like putting the marker there, right?
Yeah.
But
handle the click event. That's for the click event on the marker itself. Yeah.
On the marker, yeah. If you wanted to show a pop out or something.
Marker altitude. Get advanced. Started with advanced markers. New. Basic marker customization. Clickable and accessible. No.
But I mean, a marker is definitely just a point of the map, right? We can create those dynamically, or you can put those in up front, but I mean, we'll be looking for an event like where did we click on the map, and then we could potentially put a marker there, or we could just pull it out right there.
Google Maps element.
But how did the original package do this? I mean, more or less the same API, I assume, but
this is from 2015. It's a bit too old.
11 years old.
The original one does it by going adding a event handler somewhere. Format, geocode, position, get address. Ooh, there's an address input.
Okay.
Clear, save. Interesting. Init. Add marker.
Wouldn't that be the one there you got like zoom change, map type, click? There's a click just above. Oh, you went too far.
Yeah. Tell me when to stop. Add listener, drag
line
end.
299.
Yeah. GMaps event, add listener, click.
Yeah, at least that's at least something where you say, okay, listen on the click, and then pull out the lat lang from that event, and then they additionally place a marker where you clicked, it looks like, which makes sense.
Listen for the click event. So
there's
we have
probably just
something like this over here. Yeah.
There's probably just a click event, or it might be called something differently, but I mean, since we are in and of course this is pure JavaScript they're showing here, but we are in lit. We already have it inside our lit element, so you could just do add click essentially on the GMP map component, and you would find that event. You could try that. I mean,
so okay,
as an attribute, right? You do an add sign and then click.
Okay. Oh wait, I got some.
Okay, map click. Okay. Maybe try just console log it.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't really like it.
Works. That's because you didn't. You need to finish it as well with a parentheses and square curly bracket. You replace the inner one with a parentheses. No, you need bracket, parentheses, bracket.
So I have this one opening, this one opening, this one closing, and this one needs to close as well. That should do it, right?
Yeah. Two closing ones. Exactly. Now there you go.
Yeah.
Just try and console log it. Let's see what happens.
Sure.
Just event. EVT. Yeah.
Yes. Copilot is doing a little bit too much here. I'm getting annoyed.
Well, it's suggesting that it might lie in the details object of that event. But let's see. We can see that in the log.
Good.
You could also put in a debugger and you could click through it in the browser. Yeah. That's pretty cool. But
so
just anything?
This doesn't do anything. Oh, no.
Well, I'm also so you're also clicking on the map to drag it, right? So you wouldn't want to find those events. But try and call it click instead of map.
But it does say I want to do custom event.
Yeah, but that's just typing. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just do try and do click instead of map click.
Yeah.
Since that was actually works on any kind of HTML
Oh,
element.
right.
So the devil is in the details, so to say. If you get a details object in there, that's where you.
Well, detail one.
It's not much.
It's not an object.
No. Well, at least the event listener works.
Yeah. Warren has found something. Click. Okay. That's good enough. We got there.
That's what we're doing, right?
Yeah. Should be lat long as a property in there.
Yeah. Okay. The other one. Sorry.
But yeah, I can see in the console.
Browser.
Oh, did you see? Ah. Let's see.
Might be under details, like Jacob said. So if you click it and check the console.
Undefined. Yeah. Okay.
Leave it like that and then see what comes up.
Yeah, but we already had the event detail was just one. Oops.
Yeah. But it might be different kinds of events. You might need to filter by event type.
Oh, that was two there. I don't know why.
I'd look at the entire event first.
Yeah. So let's see what's actually what else is in there.
But I mean, what do you actually want to do here? Do you want
so we need the locate,
on any click. On any click or what? Or just because I would think that what you do is you show a map, right? And then in the middle of that map you put a marker, right?
Yeah. And
then you'd let the CMS editors kind of drag that marker around, right, to where they want. So we can put in a marker, right? That would be the advanced marker element, and just put that sort of in the middle of wherever we start showing the map.
Yeah.
And then potentially we do stuff like finding your location based on your browser. And
okay, that's a good.
There.
You could. I think the current editor just starts with a marker, and then you can drag it around.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Well, that's the API, right? But for web components, they have an element you can do.
yeah.
There was even in the example they did one of that. I can't remember
Did it?
what it was called.
Sorry, this one. But I have.
I don't think that's just the API, right? Try and do. Wasn't there some web component stuff before? Was that on JS Fiddle? They had something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you check Warren's code in the chat, there's a GMP advanced marker inside of the. You can just do that. Well, try and just copy the code that Warren copied into the chat.
Which one? Oh, the one before?
The Discord chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have it open on the same screen, so it's juggling.
Okay.
Do you mean?
Yeah, there's something called inside the GMP map. There's a GMP advanced marker.
Yeah. Oh, here I see.
Just put that inside your GMP map. Yeah. Exactly. And
okay.
it's
cool.
clickable, even GMP clickable, but I don't know what that means. It's panable as well.
Well, you probably get the details of where you are when you click.
Yeah, probably. And I don't know if the coordinates match. Well,
no, I don't know where it just.
Like it could be anywhere.
But no, nowhere. I didn't like that part.
Well, in his example, the center is also has the same coordinates. So if you just make sure your position and center are the same, it should more or less work.
Yes.
First, it's just zoom level.
That's this one, and
yeah.
Oh, I did too much.
Yep.
There we go.
I think the original package had the infamous 55 degrees, which is sort of in the middle of Denmark.
Yeah, it was the HQ, Umbraco HQ. That's where the marker
is. Right?
Of course. Well, it's doing something, but it's not there. So if we have a GMap, it should include a advanced marker, right?
That's
okay,
the marker.
So it's there.
Okay, it's maybe.
And again,
well, you see,
no,
you don't see a shadow root here, which means it's not registered. So the GMP map is, but the other one isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. Yeah. Well, it means that actually, if you look further into Warren's what's copied there, he's actually loading another kind of script from unpackaged, which is an extended component library, which is already an ES module. So it looks like that comes with more components than just what we're loading here. So you can go two ways here, right? Either you find the instance of your map and you have sort of the maps API available to you in JavaScript.
So
and we could just create the marker manually, or since web components are nice, you can do that. I'm not sure you need both, though.
No.
Not sure.
But then I'll need to set it up with an API key, which is fine.
Yes, then you put in the GMPX API loader.
Let me just copy that
with your API key. Exactly. And we can later on install that from NPM, and then we can just bundle it up with our code.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they are taking it a bit far with web components here. I mean, even an API loader, web component, and but okay.
But then you can make it a config option so that you type something here, right? And then
yeah.
It makes it easier, probably. All right, let's check out what it does. If it does anything.
That'll be fun finding that from the server later on.
Well, maybe not.
But with
maybe we do another. What did we do? Style.
Oh, okay. You removed that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
you had
everything. You had like width 300
What's
pixels.
happening? With 300 pixels. That's probably enough.
Height. And then height.
No.
No, sorry, it was height 300 pixels and width 100%. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. Doesn't really matter as long as we can see something.
No, it doesn't.
Super. Then it says draggable on the... Did it say draggable or panable? Panable. I don't know what that means, but let's see. Okay, so we pan it, but I want to drag this one. That was the point.
Yeah, well, the code example then goes on. So, okay, you already have the
I have
event
the...
listener there. But you see, the thing is, you don't have it in your document, right? It's deep within a shadow router. You can't do that. You can't add an event listener to it, or you can't query selector on document.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you want to find your marker, it's actually pretty easy with lit. It would be like all sort of UI libraries. You have this concept of forward ref. You can do that in lit as well, where you give it an ID essentially. So if you start by giving the HTML element an ID, like the GMP advanced marker, could you do that? Just give it an ID, not that one, the other one. Yeah, just call it marker or something, because it doesn't even need to be that particularly unique, since everything is scope within the shadow DOM. So yeah, my marker. Yeah. Then in the top of the file, along with your properties, you just want to declare a query for that. Let me just write the so something like that in the chat. And then you import query from, no, you call it marker, yeah. And then import query from, you see the top import where we have the lit stuff. Yeah, no, that one, yes. Update import from, no, not that one. Damn it. The Which top one? External lit, update import from external lit. There you go. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes. Oh yeah, and it's potentially, like, since you're not giving it a value in the constructor, you can do like question mark, like marker, question mark, colon. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. So, nullable, yeah. Yeah, but then we'll get rid of that script entirely. Yeah. Okay. Got it. But actually, now you have access to the marker, but you see, actually, what they do with it is put in an event listener on it. I didn't notice that before, but you can just do that with the @ sign, as we did before with the click one. Yeah. So you just, do an @ sign and a GMP click on the marker. Yeah. Right. And you can bind that to GMP -click. Exactly. Yeah. And then? Yeah. Yeah, then you bind it to something like a function in your class. Oh. Yeah. So if you declare a method on your class, you can just bind it to that one. Declare a method on my class. Yeah. So yeah. So as it pan to, what did you call it? Pan to? That was what it was called earlier. Okay. In this one, and then I can do something like this, but different. So does this need to be like this or just like that? Well, it needs to be JavaScript syntax. Sorry. Maybe it'll be easier if I write it here. I think the chatters have already found the solution. Yeah, they found the solution to make it draggable, which is great. But there might be another event to listen to. Yeah. Oh, what did I do? Sorry. Okay, you do like that. No, sorry, not like that. Fuck. Sorry. That's all right. Like that. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so this is a way to add events to a element in general.
Yeah. The add sign means add event listener. Then comes the name of the event.
Got it.
And then the function that you want to bind it.
Or do I get it?
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because, well, you only have the one marker, and what the original code does is actually just center the map around that marker. So not even sure you really need this, It's just a way for them to say, okay, you drag the map around, and now we can go back to that marker position.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to see if we can make that work. If we can do the pan to thing and make it work from here.
Yeah.
So the question is, what do I get here?
Well, just copy the code, basically.
Like just copy the code.
Yeah.
Okay. But
exactly.
Okay. So and here we go. This is map element, which is what we defined as a marker.
Yeah. Yes. So and you can additionally define your map itself.
Yeah.
As
Exactly.
an element. Yeah.
Sure. That means we can do
and then
this.
This
Oh, okay.
dot. Yeah. Class. And TypeScript will be complaining. Well,
yeah,
it
doesn't know that it is.
No, and I'm not sure how to get types. I thought I saw something about that as well in the docs, but I mean, if you save now, it will still run in the browser because read doesn't do type checking for you.
Yeah,
we only do that in build time.
Yeah. So we should have stuff happening. And if I click this one, whoa, it worked.
There you go. Whoa.
Excellent.
And so it seems
it's just that we don't know what type these two are, because it's a generic HTML element now.
You just call them any. Just type in the word any for them. I mean, it's not nice, but
no.
In lieu of that type, which I'm sure we'll get when we install the npm package.
Sure. Yeah.
You can just do that.
Yeah.
It seems Mikkel found a way to make them draggable as well. If you do emp draggable on it, on the marker.
Yeah.
So you see, it's already GMP clickable. Just if you move on a little bit, so just copy that and do. Well, no, it has to follow the syntax of the clickable one since you're doing an attribute.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So GMP-clickable. Now you want to do it trackable. Yes. And all attributes, all Boolean attributes are by default true if they are present. So that's how you do it. You can't really set an attribute to false. You can do that with a property though, but then you would have to do like the JavaScript syntax with a $sign and brackets.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but how do you make that? Yeah, okay.
But maybe it's because it's now clickable.
No, you have to spell draggable correctly, right? It's with one G, I think.
What he found was 2 Gs.
I don't trust everything you read on that, right? Do you think what is more likely, that we found a bad example or that Google spelled draggable wrong? I don't know. I'm just joking. Sorry, Mikkel, wasn't sure.
Nothing is happening. No, I think that might have been correct. Other events are drag in, drag start, and GMP click. Okay. Do we not have?
So they actually spell it with 2 Gs. Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But what they kind of do there, I just found another example here. They constructed, right? They knew up the element and then put that in as a property and not as an attribute. I'm not sure it matters because most of the time you would have all attributes be available as properties as well, and vice versa.
Sure.
At least in lit, you actively have to say to a property it shouldn't be an attribute if you don't want that. But I mean, we might be using another element, or we might not even, I don't know, like they make it draggable, and then they have another event listener called drag end to that. I'm not sure how to do that. I mean, because this should just make it draggable, right? But maybe it can't be clickable at the same time. I don't know. What do you think, Sebastian?
Yeah, that could be it. Optional default is false, it says here though. But that's the... You just do regular JavaScript, can be dragged. Let's see. Let's see if we make disappear the click stuff and what happens then. Clickable. And also, let's do this. This one is class panable. That might be doing
It's
magic
just a class.
Nothing.
Do anything with the border, with the marker.
It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try. No. Okay. GMP draggable. No idea. There we go. Neither draggable nor clickable. Okay. Need to do another event listener probably for... Oh, this is for click and for listener for drag
Drag
end.
in, that's what we want, right? But they do m.gmp draggables. They actually set it as a property on the marker, not as an attribute. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I give in. We will try and do it as a property instead. So you copy the code, essentially what Mikkel wrote in the chat, and you put a dot in front of it.
Yeah.
That's how lit distinguishes between attributes and properties.
Do this here?
Yeah, let me just... you want to do... So, like that.
Oh, okay. In the attributes, though.
Yes.
Interesting.
It looks like an attribute, but lit will like bind that to the property of the element.
Okay.
Instead.
Cool.
And this, of course, only works because we are inside a lit element.
Nothing.
But
is it because the map is already draggable? No, I don't know.
Well, you'd need to have both be draggable, I'm sure.
Yeah. But it's fine. So we got somewhere, or at least maybe. Draggable true. And then add a listener for...
Yeah, we need the drag end listener.
Yeah. So we do
can
that.
pull out
Now I know
the coordinates where it lands.
Because we have...
Now you know, yeah.
The pen, so we can do something similar with drag. But...
Yeah, it's just called drag end.
Oh, just drag end.
Yeah. It's with lowercase. Yeah, it's the default HTML event. They're all lowercase. Yeah. Like essentially, you can make all HTML elements draggable. Right? You just have to implement the different events, like what happens when they are.
Yeah. True. When we do this, I don't know what's happening though.
Well, either it's so your copilot is actually fairly smart. It pulls out the position from the marker, and then okay. So oddly enough, it's probably not sent in the event because drag end is just the default event. So you need to query the element and pull it out, which is what we're doing here. This marker.
Yeah.
If you are forward ref your query, and then it gets to the position, which is a property of the marker, and then pulls out values of that.
But
I would say like that.
will this just work?
Well, try and do a
Or
debugger
something?
statement there instead, so you can actually
Yeah.
click through it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then you also just like leave the rest of the code so you can see what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, it should work. Actually, it should work. You should even be able to see the value in your input field about if it works. But you still need to make that marker trackable somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we need to be able to move the marker.
Yeah.
Hey, at least the marker shows up now.
Mm-hmm.
So they are in the code examples I'm finding, right? You can drag it around, but they are also creating the markers programmatically through the init map method.
Okay, yeah. That's kind of
and we're kind of creating them as a web component. So we need to we need to figure out what it's actually called in web component land, let's say. So there are some examples in that as well. But they do. I'm not sure if they have that much documentation on it.
Yeah, this is happening in init map, which makes a draggable marker, which is an advanced marker element. Yeah, GMP draggable equals true. So that's kind of the same as what we have now. And then the listener for drag end. Yeah. Have you tried GMP draggable equals true? Without, do you mean without just like...
Yeah, but where?
It's like that? That's not going to do anything, is it?
Now you're back to doing it as an attribute.
Yeah.
You could try. But
Nothing.
Like, if it exists as an attribute, they could have called it anything they wanted. I mean, probably be better off finding the source code of their advanced marker. I'm not sure if it's there. It seems like, I mean, I kind of like how we're stuck not in Umbraco land, but in Google Maps land. You know,
fair enough.
we sort of left Umbraco back.
Yep.
Yeah,
but this is what other people will run into as well.
Yeah. Just wanted to point out that JavaScript is JavaScript, no matter where we run it, and we need to. Oh yeah, and it's also a beta API, it seems. Is there a better map we could be using, or we kind of think it's? I mean, the package is of course called GMaps, so.
Yeah, well, we also have snazzy map. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, they actually have an article on that, but sort of do the same. So I got a JS fiddle here that sort of just gets the position. Oh, they have an error in their code. On-call type error. Position is not a function. Okay. So it's and it's not web components either. They just create the element.
So let's maybe so what we have now is a draggable map. I'm sure if I do this, if I move the map around, we'll get new coordinates being spat out somewhere. We can save those coordinates and save that for now, and then we'll worry about the marker later. Is that an idea?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. How do we add another something here? No. Yeah,
But
we
what
could
do you
do add
mean what
drag
it
end.
spits out?
So this is something, right? So if I do this,
Okay, so
it
you
will
want
give me
to
new
find the
coordinates
new
somewhere.
center of the map.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that would probably be drag end on the map itself.
Mm-hmm. Did I do that like this? Yes. So
Yep.
I'll repurpose this one instead.
Yep.
And
Sounds
remove
good.
this one.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not work.
And then
Then
you
we
would
have the debugger
probably
here.
want to find the position from like the map itself rather than the marker. So
Exactly.
there's probably something called, you could do this dot map dot center dot lat, and the thing with lang.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
But
I'm sure that this will do something. But we have a debugger here, so we can look into it. If this even works.
yeah, if it works. Of course.
And no debugger.
Nothing happened. No, but could it be called GMP something, the event?
Oh, yeah.
Did we find a list of events, by the way?
Yeah. Drag end. Yeah, it works here. It lights up at least when I end. So that should have been... Oh, is it...
Cool.
Oh, wait, do I do... No, it was lowercase.
Looks all right.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, apparently...
Oh, this is for the marker element again.
Okay. Yes. But you're not dragging the marker element.
No.
There. Funny.
Oh, no, so they can listen to that one. This one is for the map itself. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it should work.
So even like mouse over should work. Interesting.
Yeah. But, I mean, kind of guessing here, but it could be that they don't support that. They don't let that bubble out through the shadow DOM. Maybe, but
it's very nasty. Oh yeah, well that works. Interesting. Why does drag end not work then?
the mouse over works. Well, mouse over is also a default event, and like drag end would also be default, but that would be like if you actually drag the GMP map component itself around the monitor.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So you're dragging internally. So I'm sure it could be called something else, like GMP dash drag end or something. Just guessing again, but
no suggestions. There's an example I found. Adding more to the confusion. Thank you, Warren. Wow. Where's the map element? Zoom ID. Yeah, so this is just... So does it do any dragging? No, not this one. Oh, it sets it where you... Oh, this is horrible. It sets it where the middle is. It's like, how can I find it? Oh no, I need... Okay, well it does something. That's nice. But not exactly what we want to do. Well, so the documentation says drag end exists.
Yeah, well, the documentation also says draggable and advanced markers exist.
That's true.
At least I have it here. That's funny. Like, do they have the source code of this? I want to see the source code. When in doubt, go to source code.
Nope.
I have the source code here of the extended component library. So
I see Lottie typing. Is probably saying that we need to wrap up.
Oh yeah, it's been an hour.
Yep. Well, I'm happy we've got a map rendering. We just need to.
We've got a map.
And we can set it again and save it. That's because I still have the text box, so I could actually put it in here.
Yeah, you could.
But yeah.
And I mean, this is just UI fun, right? It's the helper tool to set the coordinates. There are other Umbraco stuff going on in the component, in the package, right? They also register their own property editor, which does validation on the coordinates, so that you can't save rubbish in the field, right? And also formats it for the front end eventually, where we'll need that. So currently, we are just using the text box property editor here, which coincidentally also give us the max length configuration, which we don't need. But we need to define our own property editor eventually that is registered on the server as a data editor, and then on the client as well, so we can extend from that instead.
Yeah.
And then that'll be persisted in Umbraco through the data editor. And also that's where you would access then the data on the front end. So that's sort of the next step.
The type you're seeing here would not be Umbraco.textbox, but it would be my custom.
I mean, it could be
Google Maps or something. Oh yeah, well,
could be.
That's kind of misleading,
remain as
right?
a text box, but yeah, I mean, if you want to do validation, that's kind of where you do it, right?
Yeah.
But they also do. So on the data editor, currently there's a lot of configuration on like where's the center of the map, which zoom level, and other. I can't remember all of them.
No, that's.
We want to move that to the client instead, right? We want that to be in our UI, but that only belongs to the UI, right? Since other maps might use other configurations. So that's one thing we have to go through.
Can we make a date for next week and try again? We'll look into maps beforehand, so we know what we're doing there.
Yeah, sounds like
a good idea.
Yep.
Excellent. I will stop sharing my screen then. Thank you all for struggling through with us and for all the comments in the chat. That was sometimes helpful. Fun. I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't get much further, but on the other hand, I find it pretty cool that I have a map showing already. So we actually have something that works, and that means we can find ways to get it move it forward.
Progress over perfection, I think.
That's it.
Yes, and means we can do a part 3.
And I've learned @ is for adding events to stuff, and dot is for adding something instead of something.
Yeah.
All stuff. Actually very useful. So
I think we're all witnesses to that was the Google Maps web component. You know, that was the unexpected curve in the
Umbraco
road.
worked flawlessly, of course. So.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
See you in a week by the sounds of it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know whether you're thinking Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Cheers,
Cool. Thanks for today, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. See ya.